lonesome. Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain hoping to explain all the things that you did to me. Mere Mr. Shane, please let me explain. Mere Mr. Shane means you're grand. Mere Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest in the land. Shane means you're grand. Mere Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land.
Greetings from the Andrews sisters. I'm Patty.
I'm Maxine.
And I'm Laverne.
Say Bella, Bella, even Seconder bar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain. Me is Mr. Shane, so kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. I say that you will understand.
I'm gonna close out a scary story, and you just respond, okay?
Okay.
Just tell me when.
Yeah, go. Go ahead. Close out your.
Are we live?
Yeah, we've been live. We've been live for the past 5 seconds.
Welcome to our planned bloopers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of That 20-Something Show. Yes! It's a t-shirt. We've got a t-shirt. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. We have merch. Exclamation point merch, and you can purchase your own That 20-something Show t-shirt, hoodie. We've got a Pomponosity shirt. We've also got a mug.
That is a very nice mug you have there, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, take my money. Absolutely, I would gladly take your money. But
Screenshotting that for evidence.
yeah, that's yes. No, but hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of That 20-something Show. We're gonna hope that this one goes a little better than the last one. We're not having nearly as many technical difficulties this week.
And we mean nearly.
Nearly. There was a hot second right before the stream where no audio was coming through whatsoever. So I had a heart attack and panicked and then fixed everything. So that was fun.
And I watched.
And I watched. Isn't it delightful? But hello, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. We are here to talk today about all things spooky and supernatural and, aliens, right. Bigfoot, ghosts.
And the way you started
demons.
it was, and I'm sure you're probably more prepared than I am today, but because the way you made it sound is like you have this whole trajectory planned out, whereas for me, instead of a TED Talk talking about ghosts, it's more like me going, ghosts, what are they?
Ghosts, what are they? No, but yes, Matt, I am a sellout. I bought my own merch. No, I'm just repping my own merch, I feel like I can't sell it to other people if I don't like it.
That and he lost a bet.
That and I lost a bet. So, yeah. If you'd like to get our faces on a t-shirt, then you are more than welcome to do that. Also, I wore the Pomponosity shirt all day today. But I changed into this one because it's easier to read on stream. Is it 100% cotton? I don't know, but whatever it is, it's soft. I'm not going to lie to you. It is really soft. They make it out of this sport soft material. Can I purchase the one you're wearing without you washing it? Yeah, but it might cost you a little extra. Yeah. Well, we're on the same page, clearly.
Settled.
Mm-hmm. That's the way. I like it. But yeah, so if you'd like to check out our merch, you can absolutely hit exclamation point. Yes, we have a mug too, Matt. It's super exciting. I don't know if you can see all the details up close, but it is our full logo. So you are more than welcome to hit exclamation point merch, and it will take you directly to our merch store where you can purchase all kinds of fancy things.
Collect the whole set.
Collect the whole set, yeah. We're actually looking at adding more to the merch store. We're looking at adding stickers and all kinds of other things. So yeah, feel free.
I like stress dolls, the ones that you squeeze and the eyes pop out.
For one for each of us?
One of each.
That'd be great. I love it. Speaking
also
about,
doubles as a keychain so you can take it everywhere. Speaking
about support and such, I do want to thank a few people who have followed since our last episode. TJ Robinson, TJ Robinson 3577, thanks so much for the follow. H. Hesling 19, thank you so much for the follow. And Zelduo, welcome in, thank you so much for the follow. I've been watching your streams, so that's exciting. Thanks for coming in. Matt, I feel like this is the scene in Wayne's World where they're talking about sponsors. It is.
Whoa!
I love that. But yeah, speaking about eyes popping out of our heads, the supernatural.
Right, Mr. Sundance.
It wasn't really a segue. It wasn't a good one.
I was gonna say. That's doctor. Sorry, it was doctor too, so I messed that up.
Oh well, doctor, Mr. Senator. It's the way it is. It's fine. Are you
wear many hats?
Are you liking your latte over there? By the way.
Yes, I
should
am.
ask.
And a good latte in a while.
Yeah, it's a good latte. It's a good day. I'm glad that we're no longer sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Just
I want a meme or like what is that Vine out there? We no longer need the sponsorship of Dr. Pepper, and just zooms in and Dr. Pepper going.
Stupid. I love
that black and white shot.
Of course, Are you still sponsored by Tesla? Absolutely.
We're in talks. Well, okay.
Yeah,
I thought the release press, was gonna be for.
No, I just made $3 on Tesla, so I'm.
We have to, so we have to announce it.
Yeah, absolutely. I invested in Tesla probably at a poor time because they dropped a whole lot since I invested, but then they started rising again. So I'm having a good day today.
Right. I'm still trying to hear back from Chuck E. Cheese's, but I see.
Listen, you joke, but the GameStop thing actually happened. So everybody, buy Chuck E. Cheese right now.
We got you, Chuck.
That's great. But anyway, let's get into some discussion about the supernatural. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with our show, you need to know a couple of things. Number one, we never talk about the topic for very long. No,
that's true.
We are always on a tangent.
The topic is usually about 5 minutes long, and then the rest of the video is whatever.
Also, if you are new to us, feel free to jump right smack dab in the chat. We love to hear from you. We love to hear your opinions, your ideas. We love to hear that stuff. So please jump in the chat, participate in the conversation. We love to see it. But yeah, supernatural. We're here to talk about all kinds of different things today. The supernatural kind of covers this broad spectrum of things, in my opinion, anyway. I don't know if you draw the line, but like when I think supernatural, I don't specifically think about, ooh, we've got a request. Let's see if this is the one. That's not the one. Let's see if this is the one. That's not the one. That's not the one. What is the one? I don't even know anymore. There, that's the one. I figured it out.
We have a great show here tonight, folks.
We're pros. Pro streamer move. But I should label that. Just, typical. Anyway, so, yeah. I don't know how you guys classify it, but the supernatural to me is all things weird, I guess. All things beyond the normal realm of...
paranormal, some might say.
Some might say more than natural, like supernatural. Anyway.
Like too natural.
Wait a minute. That's too natural. I think of the supernatural as not just like ghosts or demons like the show Supernatural, but also like Bigfoot and aliens and, the mythological or conspiracy theories or anything like that,
The unexplained.
The unexplained, yeah, I love that, yeah. I definitely think of supernatural as more of the unexplained rather than... honing in on the spiritual or whatever,
Yeah. Oh, okay. I follow that. That's more or less where I'm at.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you, speaking of any unexplained things, is there an unexplained event or reality that's always sort of fresh in your mind?
Yes, there's that so when you're doing laundry and the socks are
no,
you lose one sock.
I do know. Where does it go? Where does it go?
Where is it?
Where is it? It's not in the dryer.
I remember wearing both of them.
I
watched both of them.
I remember having two socks.
Sorry, guys, this hit really close to home. That touched a nerve I wasn't expecting.
Clearly. But, I mean, the sock trolls are real. I believe you. Because how else do you explain it? Where do they end up? They don't just evaporate. I'm sorry. I don't mean to go off on this.
Sure, I had a half a bottle of wine before doing laundry.
Sure, but that's beside the point. Come on now. Where do they end up? Yeah. No, I agree.
No, I haven't had like as I don't know as many experiences, but there's one when I was younger. I was so my grandmother didn't like the house because she,
I hate
Mexican
this
grandmothers,
house.
Mexican grandmothers are never okay with anything. And,
Casual.
um, but she kept saying, "Yeah, I don't like the house. Has a bad vibe. It's haunted. Typical God fearing Catholic Mexican grandmother would say."
The way it is.
And so they paid it no mind. And one day I remember we were downstairs about to get breakfast. Well, everybody was down there getting breakfast already. I was late because I'm me. I'm an animal. I'm sorry. So I got up late, and I was probably about I don't know 8 years old. Yeah, and I was at the top of the stairs, and dude, I felt something like tap me like right behind my neck. I didn't like that,
No,
and
thank you.
I fell down the stairs, and yeah, no, I got up and I was all startled because you fell down the stairs, and my family like they're all at the kitchen table, and I'm like, well, who the fuck put and of course I didn't say fuck
Because you
I
were
said it in
9.
Spanish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
No, but that's the one that I think I have most like embedded in my mind
Nice.
because it felt like an actual like a tap like right on your neck.
I grew up in Rockford. I don't know math. By the way, I forgot to, I don't know why. It was in my head at the beginning of the stream, and then it left immediately. But thank you so much, Mike, for that tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. I was talking to you on chat before the stream, and I just forgot to say thank you. So thank you so much, Mike, for that tier 1 sub as well. Yeah, I've never really had any experiences like that. I tend to ward those experiences off. I'm not even kidding. I definitely have this innate ability to just not allow it, which is an interesting concept in and of itself. I think Pablo fell because he's
Sure,
clumsy.
I guess I could be clumsy, but
Whatever.
I was in my prime. I was 8 years old.
just so you guys know, I feel like I need to explain this. So the person.
See, he's clumsy.
See,
but...
he's clumsy, but you don't even realize the half of it. No.
That's where I thought you were going.
No, I love that. I feel like I need to explain this. So, although both of you know me personally, a lot of people online don't. And because we have started gaining more followers and gaining popularity and stuff, Adrian and I have decided to go by pseudonyms. And I have always had the Sundance streams, so Sundance is mine. And Adrian here has gone with his username, which is up a little ways in chat. But if you look at it, it's spelt. Let me type it out here for you.
I love Canada.
Yeah, he loves Canada, so we've got this. That is his pseudonym. Which is super fun. So if anybody in chat talks to him and stuff, it's Adrian. That's what he's going by now, and I'm going by Sundance because anonymity and stuff like that.
Yep, sea anemones.
Sea anemones.
Sea anemones.
Hey, so funny story. Not to be on too much of a tangent. But I was practicing for a music stream, and I'm adding the song Wait For It from Hamilton to my list. Because I really like You'll Be Back, and if I were to be in Hamilton, the only part that I could play was King George. But,
ironically, that's the only part I would want.
yeah, and that's like a really fun part and stuff like that. Matt, it's okay. It's okay. Most people did. In fact, a lot of people in high school still don't know my real name. But that's fine, whatever.
I told him yours was Frank, just to see what happens.
Just to mess with him. One of my high school friends was talking about me to their family, and they thought I was a flamboyantly gay black man. So because my name was Sundance.
Jacob. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
get out of here. So yeah, just the interesting things that you learn about yourself when you have a weird nickname. But
It's a good one though.
yeah. But so anyway, I'm working on "Wait for It" from Hamilton, which is a really cool song. And there's this part where it's like, wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. I am inimitable. I am an original. I am inimitable is the lyric. And I swear every time I'm like, I am an inimitable. Oh God, why? Like every single time. So that one may or may not show up on my song list, depending on whether I could just say, I am inimitable. If I can say that word, I'm golden. But
He'll sing it wrong if you pay extra.
Yeah, I will. I'll do it. I'm sorry, man. Oh, you know what's super funny? Hold on.
And just like that, Supernatural and Paranormal was kaput.
Sorry, I forgot to turn my song requests off from my music stream. Oops.
That's
Anyway,
great.
That's how we run here. It's a good time. Oops. Anyway, so Supernatural. Let's talk about that or something.
And we're back.
Hello, folks. Yeah, I know you were. I know. But yeah, so you know what really affected me? So I was never really into horror films growing up.
Okay.
I never was. And I really didn't get into them, and I still don't like some. There are some that I like, and there are some that I'm like, I hate it. Like, it's not good.
I didn't get into them until like halfway through middle school, maybe.
See, and I didn't even really get into them until late high school.
But no,
college.
I was like early, like the last half of middle school was just like the very vanilla horror, and then I stepped it in high school a little.
Yeah, and so
now I love it. Now I love any kind of horror.
So do I. And for me, it's more about the thriller. I hate like dumb jump scares.
Oh, dude, the anticipation just like, I live on
Well, anticipation is fine. It's the actual jump scare itself. I love unrewarded anticipation. I love it. Because it gives you chills and then it slowly releases. Because you don't get the jump scare. I just don't like jump scares.
I like the jump scare in the same vein that I like that point where you start going down a roller coaster.
Oh.
You're terrified, but once you start swerving back, I don't know, just there's something satisfying about it. I think it's just the adrenaline that went with it.
I don't like jump scares because I feel like it's a cheap scare. Because I like thrillers that like haunt you. I like things that stay with you for a while. Where a jump scare is like playing on your body's natural response. And it's like, it works, obviously, because it's your body's reflex to do it. And then it's over. And it wasn't really scary. It was just physical. It was,
Okay, I don't like that it's being overused now.
Yeah.
But I like the ones that know how to find a good ratio or like a good amount, spread them out.
Well, like It, the new It, I think does a really good job at doing the balance between the two.
Yeah,
for sure. Because there are some jump scares, but there are also some unrewarded anticipation in there that, it's gonna happen, where like you can feel the audience in the theater like clench everything because they're waiting for the jump scare, and then it doesn't happen, and so everybody has to like unwhite knuckle.
I live for the moments in horror movies where it's that it's not particularly a creepy scene or a scary in any way scene, but rather, something about it is tense and you just don't know what it is. So, it's that anticipation, but you don't know what you're anticipating.
Yeah.
You don't know where it's gonna come at you.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like that for sure.
Like sure, like in say maybe Insidious or Sinister, you're like, all right, he's going down that dark hallway. Of course, the chances of a jump scare are really high. Yeah, that's fine. But if you have a scene where it's just two people having coffee together and something about it just feels off, no, that's the fact that you're unsettled by something you can't put your finger on it.
So
those are the good movies.
Yeah, for sure. So not being into horror films as a kid or anything, when I first got into them, I was very hesitant, and so I would watch ones that were like friend approved, and they were like, "Yeah, this one's not like a jump scare movie. This one's just."
This one's got a solid story to it.
Yeah, or this one's like a thriller where it's like it's definitely story and it's definitely creepy and scary, but it's not a real jump scare movie.
Yeah.
And so I would watch those, and so the first two horror films I ever watched were was it The Fourth Kind?
Oh, that's a good one.
I think it's The Fourth Kind.
Yeah, it's Fourth Kind. I believe it is.
The one where everything happens at like 3:20, 3:16, some weird time in the morning, and it's like very alien. It's like alien abduction-esque, and that one's super fun.
Isn't that Close Encounters, right?
Well, no, Close Encounters is a different movie. This was a play on it.
I'm mixing them together.
Yeah, no, because Close Encounters was called Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind, or of the Third Kind, or something like that. And then
I think that's what's making me mix them.
Yeah, so the horror film that I watched was a play on that, because Close Encounters was about alien encounters, and this was a documentary film. It was a mockumentary. Nice. Words. I love making up words, apparently. But it was a mockumentary in a horror style about people that have been experiencing alien abductions, and they've been through an alien abduction. And so it was playing on the title of Close Encounters. Gotcha. But yeah, it was super good and very eerie. In fact, for years after I watched that movie, and now it's been so long and I've only seen it once that I don't really remember it that much anymore, but for years, when I would see that time on the clock, I would get like a little chill down my spine.
It's the association with it.
It affected me. Like it was there.
Like, no. You know what I associate that with? Well, not like that kind of association that you do. Is why are they all barking? Like all day they've been
the
fine.
dogs out in the graveyard there.
Yes, the dogs. Yeah, sorry, we're in the middle of a search party, but they don't get that I need to do this show.
the graveyard dogs. Jeez.
No, but do you remember that YouTube video that's based on a creepypasta of the smiling man? But it was called, I think, 3 a.m.
Yes.
And it's about this, so
love that one.
Yeah, no, back when I was working the graveyard shift, at Jack in the Box and hating my life, but I would walk home and dude, it'd be like, round 3, or so. So whenever that time would hit and I'm walking home, like that's all I could think of. That's all I could always just think of.
Stays with you, right?
It stays with you. You're like, that didn't take place in San Diego, but what does my brain know?
So what? Because Matt's comment, would you classify The Fly as a horror or thriller? I've only seen scenes from The Fly. I've never seen The Fly. That has Jeff Goldblum in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've only seen scenes from it, and from what I've seen, I would associate it with a thriller, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in years, but I think it'd be more like on the horror sci-fi side of it.
Yeah, okay.
That's where I would clump it.
Again, I've only seen like a few select scenes from it, so I don't really know. It's been a while. We'll have to watch that one again.
Yeah.
But
no, but in I got to be honest with you, when I tried researching for this topic today, I did research, by which it was just like just looking at different I I just want to see where different theories came from. What people think about ghosts, what they think about aliens or Bigfoot. Just all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
I just wound up. I don't know if it happened to you, but a couple clicks after, and then I was just this rabbit hole of like the ghost caught on camera video.
Of course.
Yeah, I know. Like
those are the best. I love them.
No matter where you are, you're always like 3 clicks away from those videos.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's a lot of stuff. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about this more in detail later. But I feel like a lot of stuff can be explained with one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
like there's always some way to explain something.
Yeah. So my opinion is there are those people that are super into ghosts, and they're like, ghosts are 100% real. Like, it's a thing. I've seen a ghost, all of this. There are those people. And then there are people that are like, no, ghosts aren't real. That's silly. Bigfoot, though. Bigfoot is real.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I find it crazy how there's there are people who are like, don't get me wrong. Like I get we all can believe whatever we want, but I think it just kind of baffles me in a way that someone will say that will swear by, no, ghosts are real. Ghosts are real 100%. Somebody just brings up aliens. How about aliens? No, what are you talking about? Aliens don't exist. How can you have your mind open to one extra paranormal thing that we can't explain or can't understand, and yet have the certainty to say that this other thing on the same same kind of level, same plane doesn't exist. I mean, that's I don't know, like that always baffled me. Like I feel that if you believe that one supernatural thing could be real, doesn't that open the possibility for the others?
Well, and my opinion is that all of those things are not what they are. So, like, Bigfoot isn't Bigfoot, per se. And ghosts
aren't... a large hobo.
Yeah, right. And ghosts aren't ghosts, per se.
Right.
And aliens aren't aliens, per se. But they are all the same thing.
You talk about the Easter Bunny, I will punch your teeth.
Just saying. No, but they're all the same thing that is something that we can't explain. And it's just taking different forms. Some might see it as Bigfoot. Some might see it as a ghost. Maybe we're the aliens. That's right, Matt.
You guys ever stopped and thought maybe we're the bad guys?
Nah, couldn't be.
Nah, can't be. No. It's everyone else that's wrong.
It's always.
That's from The Simpsons, I think.
Because that's that. What is it? What's his name? Is it George Carlin? Is that who it is? The older comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his sense of humor. He always does stuff like that. Like
I liked him.
He had a whole thing on stuff, and that was my favorite.
Yes.
Where he was like, How come our shit is stuff and other people's stuff is shit? Like what is that? And I always thought that was really funny. I was like, yeah, that's true. Like, we live by our stuff. We have houses for our stuff. They're storage lockers. We have, like, when we go on vacation, we take just the right amount of stuff with us to carry us through.
Dude, like, when you really think about it, I mean, stand-up comedians really are like philosophers of like today. they will just like pull up a mirror of what's going on. This is our reality right now.
It's so true. You're so right. They are.
I love how, but by the way, I love how we're in natural show format. We're going through 5 different topics instead.
Typically, yeah. What even is our title of the show? It's Supernatural. Right, yeah. That's right.
This is a shit show, guys. Strap in.
Yeah, strap in, folks. But yeah, actually, you know what's super funny is it's just about time for one of our favorite segments on this show. I don't know.
Sweet.
I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
What's that sandwich? Gotcha.
I wish, but this segment is called On This Day in History. On this day in 1916, Mexican bandit Pancho Villa leads 1,500 horsemen on a raid of Columbus, New Mexico, killing 17 U.S. soldiers and citizens.
That does ring a bell, yes.
So anyway, thank you for coming to On This Day in History. That was
That's got to be the longest fact you've done.
that was quite a fact. Yeah.
How are we doing on